Science leader is Elizabeth Padilla, and side corner, let's give a big hand. Carla Padilla. You guys sisters or what? No. No, they're not? Let's give a big hand, everybody.
Hi, my name is Megan Collins and I'm 10 years old.
Hi, my name is Thanawin and I am 9 years old.
Hi, my name is Jiyu and I'm 9 years old.
And we're from
Castelar, the best school ever.
and our experiment is
Rolling in the deep. Every night, while you sleep, something beneath you slowly creeps. No, it's not that bug after your messy crumbs. It's the earth. That's right, the earth is moving beneath you, and sometimes that comes to an earthquake. But what if we were in a building and an earthquake began? Can we make a building safer so that we can have enough time to escape?
Well, in our experiment, we studied about base isolation. What is base isolation? Well, imagine the ground, then put a layer of rubber over it, then put the concrete and building on top of it, and there you have it.
base isolation, where the substance is between the Earth's ground when the earthquake is happening and the building floor or base that's isolating those two.
We get interested in this experiment when we were talking about earthquakes in class and how it can help people and maybe even save lives.
The purpose of our experiment is to try to find out which base isolation will work best when you place it under a building out of rubber, markers, marbles, and copper plates. The rubber represents as a flexible base isolation that can absorb shock. The markers represent as a rolling isolation that can only move two ways. The marbles represent as a rolling isolation that can move all ways. And the copper plate is a reinforced type of base isolation that has extra soft ground to it so the earth can go through.
Our hypothesis is that a reinforced type of base isolator will do best because it won't move too much and will stick the building to the ground. Plus, it could reduce the waves that are going to the surface.
For our materials, we have a journal, a pencil to write with, tape, timer, wooden blocks, clay, wooden plates, batteries, markers, erasers, marbles, and a shake table that's actually a shoebox, the inside of a massager, and tape that was simulating the earth.
The procedures for our experiment are gather materials, let post construct shake table out of a shoebox, inside a massager, and tape. Place shake table on a solid level surface such as a school table. Secure shake table to solid level surface with tape. Place base isolator over shake table. Surround base isolator with clay. Place copper plate on top of base isolator. Loosely secure tape. Build bottom in the center and over the copper plate with wooden blocks. Get ready to simulate earthquake. When earthquake begins, start timer. When most of the blocks have fallen, 25 or more, stop timer. Record data in journal. Repeat the 5 trials for each of the base isolation. Change batteries for each of the base isolation used.
In our experiment, we're studying about constants. The constants in our experiment are the structure of the building, the magnitude of each earthquake, the volume of each isolator, and the place where the building is put.
The independent variable is the type of base isolation. The dependent variable is the time it takes for most of the blocks to fall.
For results,
Remember, the harder time, the more time to escape, the better the base isolation.
for the control trial, the average time it took for most of the blocks to fall took 2.1 seconds.
For the markers trials, the average time it took for most of the blocks to fall was 2.7 seconds.
For the marbles, the average time it took for most of the blocks to fall was 5.0 seconds.
For the copper plates trial, the average time it took for most of the blocks to fall took 9.6 seconds.
And for the rubber, the average time it took for most of the blocks to fall was 9.8 seconds. We can conclude that rubber was the best base isolator because it had proof that showed it holded the blocks for the longest time, which proved our hypothesis wrong.
After doing further research, we found out that rubber is sometimes combined with other materials to make a more flexible base isolation, while still holding a tall and strong building in its place. Flexibility can absorb shock and earthquake, making it a good base isolation.
We understand that the better the base isolation, the longer it keeps the building together, giving people more time to escape the building and more lives to be saved. Not only that, because it's millions of dollars cost if the base isolation was protected. Remember, we're on the San Andreas Fault and the Ring of Fire, so that means we have lots of earthquakes. So, we need base isolation under a building to keep all of us safe. Hey, did you feel that 4.7 earthquake last Monday? So, you really need base isolation under your building.
So when you become a billionaire and you decide to build tall buildings, think about your future. Think about your base isolation so that you won't go rolling in the deep.
Thank you. Do you have any questions?
I had a question. I actually could not hear when you said, what was your original hypothesis? Which material did you think would do best?
We thought that a reinforced type of base isolator would do best.
Of the materials that you had said, the markers and marbles and the other ones, which one did you think in your selection would do best? And that one is called?
It's a carbon plate.
A carbon. Thank you. Okay. And why do you think the rubber did better than that one specifically?
Because the rubber was more flexible, and flexibility reduced shock.
And it's like we have two cups and you put a line. Since earthquake is a vibration, and when you talk, and the vibration will go really easily if it's straight, so the vibration will go faster. And if it's like loose, then the vibration can't really go through.
So what was the most interesting thing that you learned in your entire experiment and all your research?
We're close to the San Andreas Fault, and we have a lot of earthquakes.
Have you ever felt an earthquake?
Yes.
When you feel an earthquake, how does the stuff around you moving? Like on this, it's right? Is the earthquake, when you hear the earthquake, does it go, keep going like this, or does it go like, dun, dun, and then like, dun, 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 dun?
There's more than one type of earthquake and shock, so we don't know which one will happen.
So do you think if you were to simulate some of the other types of earthquakes, you still see the same thing in terms of the eraser?
We might not, but for me, I think it will be the same.
Did you try to carry, or did you sometimes touch the box by mistake while the structure was on top of it? And did you notice if you did so, if you touched the box while there was something, just so that way you would have a different sort of vibration disturbance? Did you notice if there was a better isolator, or if one was more stable? Maybe you didn't touch the box, I don't know, I'm just asking if you did. Or you did a perfect experiment and everything was set up and then you just press the button.
Well, we did have some mistakes, but then after we knew we touched the blocks, we started all over again.